Good morning, beautiful humans. I'm doing an overview of the final stage of the three-part course that I've been running online called the ICE method. So it's investigate, create consistency, and then evaluate. So today we've been looking at how the last few weeks have been for you. So when we start to set a goal, we ask a power question like, how can I get more energy? And then the second step of that is looking at all the ways that you can create more energy, if that's your power question, in your life. By not limiting it to one approach, we can start to implement different things in our day to start to get more energy, if that's your question. Now, the third stage of it is evaluation. And how I like to look at this is similar to the old science experiments that we used to do. So, depending on how old you are, I don't know if they still do this in school today, but we used to blow a whole lot of stuff up in beakers, which was heaps of fun. But the actual process is a three-part step, which you can actually align to your goals or coming back to your power question of how can I? So the science method works like this. We have a hypothesis, and it might be if we use the energy question as a technique, we turn around and we say, okay, how can I get more energy? The next step is the method. So how this works from a science perspective is we turn around and we go, okay, I know that drinking more water could bring me more energy. Or that's what the scientists say. Okay. It does work, believe me, drinking more water helps. But so for the next week, you try the method. Okay. You just try it out. There's no emotion attached to it. You're not a failure if you don't quite hit it one day. All you're doing is experimenting with a method, right? At the end of the week, we evaluate. So the E stands for evaluation. And what that means is that we say, okay, well, how did I feel when I drank more water? How was my energy when I drank more water? Did it work or didn't it work? There's no emotion attached to it. We just follow the three-step process. And what we do in our lives as humans is we turn around and we have different methods that we want to bring in. So if drinking more water didn't work for you, or you already drink enough water, you might say, okay, I'm going to try some high intensity exercise, because we know that high intensity exercise stimulates the brain. We get more blood flow. Our muscles are moving. We're getting more oxygen into our system. So we try this. Okay. The question is, how can I get more energy? The method is trying 20 minutes of high intensity exercise per day. And then after a week, we evaluate. Did it work? Didn't it work? If it didn't work for you, if it increased pain, if it made you more anxious, if you're not sleeping at night, then you go, okay, great. I know that that hypothesis, that part of the method doesn't increase my energy. Because as I found through my journey, is that just because it's in a book or some scientist or some doctor or even me is recommending it to you, doesn't mean that it's going to work for your body. So if we put ourselves into a science mode, we take the emotion out of it, and all we're doing is just trying. We're trying some different ideas to feel better. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep experimenting with your life, experimenting with your wellness, and keep going. Take the emotion out. You're not a failure. You are not a failure if you don't make it today. You are not a failure if you turn around and you try something and it doesn't work for you. It just means that that thing didn't work for you. Okay. Have a beautiful day. Keep shining. I'll see you soon.